Hawthorne, Florida is most often home to the sounds of a busy U.S. highway and frequent freight trains that cut right through the center of the small town. However, for one Saturday every December, residents hear some very different sounds as Hawthorne takes on an entirely new persona celebrating the annual Christmas festival and parade. The day is full of music, food, and local crafts displays, and is headlined by an afternoon community parade through Hawthorne's downtown. Hawthorne Chamber of Commerce Vice President Donna Bowles says the event continues to grow every year.
We probably have one of the biggest small town parades. People wouldn't believe that coming out of Hawthorne, but we will have probably 75 to 100 entries in the parade. And as far as people, the streets will be lined with people. We have thousands of people that will come out. They come out of the woodwork. They really do.
Bowles added the parade has grown over the years, largely from the support of the community and local businesses. The festival and parade are now in their 29th year. Bowles says while these events are big productions, they aren't the only time this town comes together.
Being a small town and it's such a close-knit town that people are always ready to help their fellow neighbor. And, this town just comes together when there's a crisis or a need for anything, whether it be warm coats for the kids or supplies for the school kids or anything that we can do for a family.
That help has certainly been well received over the last few years. Bowles says many of Hawthorne's businesses have struggled throughout the recession. Hardships were noticeable even at the parade. One family-owned business had a sign on their float reading, "Store closing January 11th. Thanks for 32 years." But the overall mood of the festival is uplifting, focusing on community and family more than the financial stress of the holidays. In addition to local businesses, many other groups marched through Hawthorne's downtown. Festival beauty pageant winners rode on polished cars, and Hawthorne youth sports teams wore their jerseys proudly as they waved to the crowds. Some Hawthorne favorites also attended. Santa arrived in traditional fashion on horse-drawn carriage, and even the Grinch was in attendance. Parade organizer Gilbert Randall says the day's events show what the city is truly about.
It's not any different than any other of the other outlying communities in the county. We basically have about the same thing. So, you get it here in Newberry, Melrose, Alachua, Archer. It's a country-type culture, I think.
Before and after the Christmas parade, downtown Hawthorne is full of the festival's sights and smells. A small carnival and live entertainment accompany many local vendors lined up and down the street. They're Hawthorne residents, hobbyists, artisans, and restaurants, offering everything from stocking stuffers to local fare and classic carnival food. Peggy Hunsucker is a Hawthorne resident who has attended the parade and sold beaded jewelry at the festival for the past few years. She says business is doing well and the community is managing despite financial hardships.
All of the communities are getting smarter and more organized and definitely more compassionate with their neighbors, their friends, their families. Everybody's in the same boat, so everybody's trying to work together.
Hunsucker added it's the community spirit that is the reason many residents attend every year. Kayla Riley is one such resident.
The church bells in town, oh, ringing a song.
Riley grew up in Hawthorne and has attended the parade and festival every year. In more recent years, she has performed at the festival as some of the live evening entertainment. Riley says having the Hawthorne community support her is especially important during this holiday season while her husband is serving overseas.
Without them here supporting me, I would be alone and a train wreck because it's really hard with him being gone.
The parade and festival are impressive for this small community of 1,600 residents. The chance for an entire town to come together is unique to places like Hawthorne, and the town takes advantage of its simple vintage charm. Parade coordinator Randall says much of this charm comes from Hawthorne's residents.
Just seeing all the people together. There's twice in the city of Hawthorne that we have something in the streets, and this is one of the times. It's Christmas.
A reminder that the holiday spirit comes from our actions, not our purchases. For Florida's 89.1 WUFT-FM, I'm Emily Burris.